Hello, 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 hello. Can you hear me? Can you see me? We are live again. Welcome to JCH Live. I have a very special guest today.
Hello.
Can you introduce yourself for us?
My name is Taylor Jackson. I am a photographer from Canada, and I'm here in Japan because the Fujifilm X100V
Sweet.
V1
V1,
6
Roman
came out.
numerals.
And
I decided I wanted to have a guest, and Taylor said he's going to be in town. It turns out everybody's in town.
yes,
Yes. As you may have seen last week. Yeah, by the way, guys, these are all the questions.
Oh, this is our
So really sorry for being late this week. Had a bit of a kerfuffle with a drunk guy on the bus and all sorts of stuff, and forgot to charge my phone. So but we're all here now, and we're going to have a little bit of chat about what's going on. So let's have a look at some. By the way, if you've just joined us, welcome, welcome, welcome. Please tell us where you're from, ask us questions, quite happy to answer. Let's see, we've got some thumbs up. What's up, guys? It has begun. JCH squad assemble. I love it.
This is stressful. I haven't done a live in a while. This is a lot to
What's up, cuties?
manage. Your
Assemble. Good morning from Saigon. Hey, good evening from New York. Nasir's in the house. Mate, I missed you last time. Good to see you. I hope you're well. Hello, hello. Hey, from Miami. So, what's that you're drinking?
I don't know.
So, Taylor wanted
It's
to.
good, though.
Taylor wanted to have an energy drink, and I got him a traditional Japanese energy drink rather than a Red Bull or something like that.
It's nice.
Deca Vita C. It's got vitamin C and it's got taurine in it and stuff. And
I feel vitamized.
you feel vitalized. So, yes, Taylor's in town, as with every other influencer of any merit, I believe, for this.
Yeah.
What's this? Tell us about this.
It's a digital camera.
Yes.
First, it does have some film simulations in there, but it's basically the retro styled. I would say the X100 line is the Fujifilm line that, like, anyone, regardless of what brand you use,
Right.
a lot of people have this in
Yeah.
their bag.
Yeah.
It's just a nice little travel camera.
It looks very
Yeah.
compact, dinky.
It's compact. It actually fits in your pocket, where a lot of the other compact cameras.
It doesn't weigh much either.
No, this one weighs a little bit more than because
Wow.
there's stabilization in the lens now.
Yep.
So that was
Oh.
like one of the updates. It's like you get
Stabilization.
more of the megapixels and stabilization in the lens. So
Wow.
now you can shoot video on it if you want.
Wow.
Built-in ND filter.
Can you this doesn't seem to fit anywhere.
No.
I can't. There's no space for it.
No, it
No.
doesn't.
Well done, Fuji.
This one's in it though. Kind of.
Kind of. It would be nice to see if they could actually simulate these films, because they are the best films. So let's see who else. Brad Elterman is on his sofa. Good afternoon from New Zealand. Hey, what's up, New Zealand? Love you, miss you, New Zealand. That sounds like it would be illegal here in the States. That stuff.
It might be.
It's probably too healthy.
Do a Google Translate on it. See what it digs up.
Digital, people are already laughing. Love my F1. Oh, love my F1. What's one of these? The 6, or is it the 5.6? I always wondered if I should have held out for an X100 due to size alone, but I love my XT5. Right, why is it stopped? It's paused.
We're frozen.
Yeah, oh no, we're back. Going there for a few days. How's the weather? Contemplating bringing point and shoot is better than an M-body with an Aporia on it. Would it easily be tucked in pockets just in case weather goes crazy? Weather hasn't been that crazy. Has it stopped? Is it?
It's been like.
It's a bit. Oh no, it's okay. It's just.
Sorry, lots of guys were
it's
joining
a bit
in.
frozen for me here. It's frozen. I don't know if you can see it on yours. No, we've lost the feed. Anyway, we've lost the feed, so I'm going to have to
Just reboot that one.
reboot. Ah, there we go. It's working again. We're back. We're back. We're back.
Electricity is fragile.
Electricity is fragile.
Is that a real translation, or is that a?
No, that's terrible. That's terrible. The glass is fragile, is what it actually says. It's a glass bottle, so be careful.
That's fair.
Okay. Electric. Right, so, yeah, there was a Fujifilm event. What was it, yesterday?
Yeah, yesterday.
Yesterday in Tokyo. Every single influencer's here, including Mr. Locke. Mr. Locke, I haven't seen you, Locke. Oi, bokeh bro. You know, you're meant to be here. But no, from what I understand, you had a really busy schedule, right?
Yeah, it was a full day of things. So like
Yeah.
it was X Summit, so they kind of have other events around it, but
Right.
the camera release was the main thing, and then they didn't. I think they just wanted to do one release. Usually there's like 3 or 4 products all bundled
Right,
together,
right.
but they're like, this is an important enough product for, I think Fuji. I feel.
Yeah.
Well, this is gonna be in digital. This is gonna be the most hyped camera of the year.
Right.
Right. I think it already broke B&H's website last night that there was like too many orders.
Yeah, so I already started getting bombarded with content with just Fuji I opened up Instagram and went, no,
3 p.m. yesterday.
No, just make it stop. Every single post. And, okay, there we go. Look, here we go. Ballon Smith, Taylor, my man, and Mike is taking pictures. Oh wow, Taylor.
Hello.
So hello, hey, you're popular. $1,800? Question mark? Question mark? Question mark? Question mark?
Yeah, it's
Gonna be around.
It's
that,
more
probably.
expensive, I think, than the previous one was. I think. I don't know my pricing numbers, but
I have no idea.
Yeah.
But yeah, quite. I mean, look, you know me, don't give a monkeys about digital cameras. I'd much rather have one of these. But as it goes, it looks really pretty svelte, pretty swish. Drive, delete. That's a terrifying button for me to have.
delete the drive.
Just delete everything. Is that a button that does that?
I think it just does your.
Oh, right, thank God. So I actually borrowed a Fujifilm camera many years ago. It wasn't one of these, it was just one of their little point and shooty ones.
Yeah.
And it was Japanese only, and I went to Thailand on holiday, and halfway through the holiday I'm taking pictures with this thing and just pressed the button and deleted the whole lot. And went, yeah, I'm never using one of these again. Put it back and yeah, no thanks. I'm terrible with those things. Good morning from Expan Japan. What's up? 1,800 can get me 7 rolls of portrait.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's about
so
right. That's
in
about
Japan, yes, that
yeah,
is
it's about
accurate.
Average. They didn't release the X Pro 4. Oh dear. Seems some people they didn't.
No, I guess that's they're
No.
because they're not yesterday, but they're on their I don't know, like the 5th generation. So
Right.
typically all of the cameras get like
Yeah.
stepped up to that
Yeah.
next one. They get the new processor.
Right.
But yeah, I guess that got left out.
Yeah. By the way, this is an R8, not an R9. This is an R8 with a 3570 on it. This actually is for sale on the site, so if you want to go and buy it, you know, yeah, it's up there. This one just came in yesterday. It's absolutely gorgeous. I don't know. Have you ever used one of these?
I've never used an R8.
It's-
Wow. That
Have
doesn't feel like anything.
have a look through the viewfinder.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, right.
That's really nice.
And the meter on that camera is one of the most sophisticated meters on any camera. It is a very smart piece of kit. But it's all still manual. You're still manually focusing. You're still manually setting.
Yeah.
Cool camera.
That's
though.
nice.
It is. They call
That's
it.
like a really satisfying grip.
Yeah, it's very ergonomic. They call this the Hunchback of Solms. That's the nickname for it because of this. Because it doesn't
It's
look
kinda
like
flat, yeah.
any other SLR ever. I'll put that down there because it's getting in the way. I wonder why people are freaking out about the price when people were already paying double for the second hand. We were
Yeah,
just
that
talking
got
about
nuts.
that. People went crazy for them, didn't they?
It was out of control. Yeah.
I had people asking me for them. Like,
Can you
seriously,
find me a-
hey, can you find me one from Japan? I'm like, nope.
It
Sorry,
was
don't deal with
like
digital.
the Canadian market. I think most of our cameras. I think Korea, for whatever reason, had a stock of them. So a lot of the Canadians were buying Korean cameras, Korean X100
Wow.
Vs.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a time. I'm happy that this has resolved itself and things are a little less chaotic and expensive now.
Yeah, yeah. You're lucky. If anything, you're lucky Fuji didn't use the demand to charge 2K. Yeah. First I wrote 7. I could almost get a roll of gold for that. Are those Japanese Leica bits the same quality as the Leica ones? Oh, I know the ones you mean. The Akagi bits, the ones that I sell. Yes, they are actually. They are very, very good quality. haven't got one here at the moment because we sold out. I've got to order some more, but they are very good quality. They're not going to be the same as something like this. This is an original Leica bit. This is a bit different. Runs on a different system to the newer ones. This is a chain system. These are very expensive. Very. This one will be on the site later today. But I can tell you now it's about $10,000 just for that bit there. So it's not going to be a cheap one, but it's a beauty, isn't it? It's an absolute,
really nice.
It's gorgeous. It's just everything. I couldn't stop looking at it yesterday. Let's see. Oh, Linus is here. What's up, Linus? How's it going? Is that the 3570 f4? Yes, it is. I love my R9. Is converting Leica R glass to Nikon F mount worth it? Yeah. Leica R glass is lovely. Putting it on a Nikon, yeah, why not? Makes it, double, because the Leica R bodies aren't very reliable, you know, so chances are eventually they're going to break, whereas the Nikon bodies would just last forever. 100 V owners wanting to have an upgrade, waiting for an upgrade in shambles. It's okay, but there's nothing like film. Oh, thank you, Combetro, for buying a badge. I really appreciate that. I love you. Thank you. Is it possible to get a black chrome Akagi bit? At the moment, no. We're looking into it. We're only doing chrome and black paint at the moment, but we will look at that. So, how long are you here for, Taylor?
We go home on Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah.
So you
1
just
week.
so they're just doing you on a junket then, you know, taking you around.
I guess so. I accept any trip to Japan.
Yeah, I mean, it cannot be bad, right? That seems like a pretty good deal.
Yeah, and it's fun. Like, I think one of the things that I enjoy about doing this is that you get to kind of hang out with your friends, and then usually, because I don't know, like everyone's so scattered around the world, and
Yeah.
when a company just kind of brings everyone to one spot, it's really cool.
So you all get to see each other, meet each other, talk, and sometimes it's a case of people you've known for quite some time as well, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, there's people I've never hung out with at home that I see like 4 or 5 times a year. So I like that a lot.
Yeah, no doubt. Because I'm not a digital guy, so I don't get to go to those things. But I used to go to the a lot of the photo presentation talks and stuff, and we'd get chipped out to Indonesia and New York and places like that, and it would be the same sort of thing. You'd be like, oh, hey, I haven't seen you for ages, you know. But they don't really do those anymore. It's like Photokina's gone, and you know, so we don't really have many of those now. Let's see. Oh, that's a good one. There's a big question here. This wasn't meant to hurt you. I hate to hijack from Fuji combo, but I have been waiting since last chat to ask this. I've reached a new stage in my life, and as a milestone gift, I'm buying myself a brand new Leica. Pretty nice. Question is, black paint MP or M6?
Ooh.
Do you have any feedback on this one? I know what I'll go for.
I have just received my MP, and I've run 2 rolls of film through it, so I don't know if I'm qualified to answer. I've used my M6 a lot.
I am going to say 100% MP. Get an MP. Don't look back. You will not regret it. The M6, I've had
so nice with the little brass.
I've used the M6, the new one. It's nice, but ain't no MP. Yeah. So I would say get the MP. This one's a bit special. This is a MP6. That's a limited model, so it's a bit different from the regular, with the lens and all of that. This one's that's my baby. Got the hectic barn door hood for that very tidy scimitar Bellamy, and it looks hilarious but very useful. The 3G is a strangely fun camera to use. So this guy Jaden, he bought a camera from me, bought a 3G from me a couple of weeks back in there. He's loving it. He's having time of his life. Good on him. Well done. Good luck. I hope you're enjoying it, mate. I'm doing my best to try and find you a Leica bit for it. I'll see what I can do. Isn't the new M6 just a rebadge MP? No, actually it's not. No, it's a bit different. But no, I'd go for the MP. Thoughts on old Canon rangefinders like the P or the 7? Or should I just save up for a Leica instead?
It seems like all road. It's a flow chart and everything leads to MP.
Yeah. I'm gonna. Well, actually, you know, the P, the Popular, and the Canon 7 are both excellent rangefinders. If you want to start out, definitely pick one of those up. go and use it, enjoy it, and then take your time. It's not a running race, you know. You don't have to rush into the most expensive camera you can get straight away. It doesn't have to be that way. So I would say MP. This will be my forever camera to hand down and so on. Then I'm going to say definitely the MP. Mark Holstein says MP for sure. Everybody else says MP.
That's
MP.
the poll.
Get the MP. You absolutely won't regret it. I think the consensus is in. You need to get yourself an MP. I thought that was a beer at first, but then I realised it was a vitamin drink.
You it looks like a beer. It looks like a stubby.
A little. Looks like a little Australian stubby.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of VB. Very bad. Can't ask for more than beers and cameras. Yeah, well, we could, but it seems it's like not even midday. I'm not going to have a beer yet. I mean, I could, but we're saying nothing. We're saying nothing about other people who might be in the room who are borderline alcoholics. But
It came with noodles.
it came with the noodles. Yes. I've heard it all before. It was just under the sink.
It was the button right beside it. It's
Yeah.
so close. It's so close. I just itchy around the machine. Yeah.
Yeah. So today it's not going to be a hugely long one. We're just doing a little short live because Taylor's got a very busy schedule, haven't you?
I don't know what the schedule is. It's a mystery.
Yeah.
It's a 2 p.m.
They
being spot.
They had them running around in buses, and they had them watching sumo wrestling and all sorts.
One of the Fuji staff got to sumo.
Yeah, in a suit, right?
Yeah.
That must have been okay. Right, Fujimi-san, you're doing it.
All right.
Now I've got to dress up in front of all of these foreigners and look like an absolute twat.
He got thrown down too.
Yeah. Oh, no joke. Those guys are strong. Those sumo guys, they look big. They are strong.
Yeah, it was no effect. He was just like,
yeah, they have to pick up the other big dudes. They're like walls. Why Leica is expensive and seems to be like everyone wondering all the 35 body are the same, but why Leica? Because of the lenses. Yeah, build quality and lenses. I think for a lot of people it's mainly the lenses, though for me it's the build quality of the camera body itself as well as the lenses. I don't need an overly complicated camera. I like my camera quite simple. I know what I'm shooting, I know how I shoot, and that suits me. It might not suit everybody, but it suits me.
yeah.
I tried out several different rangefinders before I settled on and I had an M6 before I had the MP.
Yeah.
I had a Konica XRRF, I had a Minolta CLE, a Minolta or a Leica CL. I tried them all out. I had a Canon before, and then I eventually settled on the MP. That took me a few years. This wasn't this was back when they were cheap, and it was still like a really big purchase for me.
Yeah.
So but that's my lifetime camera.
Yeah, that's what I felt when I bought it. I'm like, I'm primarily a digital shooter, and it was very strange to buy a camera that I'm like, that I have that for the rest of my life now.
Yeah.
Whereas this, maybe I'll have for 5 years.
Which is why I've got a digital camera here. Look, check this out. You want to see a relic? This is what I use to take photos of the cameras I sell.
The original Sony 7R.
The original Sony A7R.
What does resolution stand for in that? Is it like 11 megapixels?
It's, I think 14 or something.
Whoa.
Because I just don't need, and it's got the standard crappy lens, because I don't need it. This is taking photos of cameras in a light box.
Yeah.
That's all it does. I don't think it's falling apart. I don't think it's even ever been outside. It's never left this office, and but it does the job. So.
It's a thinner body than like the new bodies are chunkier.
Oh
like
yeah. This is tiny
Yeah.
in comparison to the new ones.
Interesting.
But it's it works, and it's worked for. I've had that for nearly 10 years.
Yeah.
And I've never had an issue with it. So just I mean that suits the purpose. So I've never been part of the megapixel war race or whatever you want to call it. Let's see, any more questions? I started out in rangefinders with a Zorky and moved my way up to an M6. On the topic of beers, mate, it's beer o'clock somewhere, especially here in Oz. Look, I'm trying not to drink.
Trying to run a business here.
I've got a business to run. I can't be pissed all the time.
Now.
Oh, Bellamy, quick question. I need to get a new M5 film prong. Do you know who's a good source it from? Yeah, try DAG. DAG camera in the US, Don Goldberg. If anybody's got the parts, it's going to be him. Definitely try DAG. So let's see. Lenses are worth it. Lenses. I was going from my Bessa R to an MP is probably going to feel like going from a toy to a machine, plastic to metal. It will. You very different. What happened to the JCH Nikon F Kintsugi? I gave it away. In a competition. For the 10th anniversary, we made a whole bunch of cameras, special cameras, and one of them we had made was a Nikon F with gold underneath. So it was gold plated and then it was painted over to look like Kintsugi, the broken pottery. Except the person painting it didn't listen to my specs at all and just decided to do his own thing, and it didn't come out at all how I wanted it. I was very disappointed, so I decided not to make that part of the the whole thing, and it sat in the cupboard for a year or so, and then I went, I should just give this away. I'm not selling it. I can't sell it. So I gave it away. Oh, excuse me. I gave it away on Instagram. Mention whatever, and you say somebody's name. Yeah. So somebody random just got a very nice camera,
custom painted camera.
Yeah. Also, Taylor, how do you approach people wanting film for weddings? I've had 2 people knock it back after I give them the film costs on top of what my normal digital coverage is.
So I guess there's a few ways to price it. You can, what my wife's also a wedding photographer as well. And this year I'm actually pricing myself, if she's at a wedding and it's booked, I'm an additional add-on. And we're trying to keep it somewhat attractive in terms of pricing. So I'm currently in the process of figuring out exactly what that business model looks like, at least for myself in Toronto-ish in Canada. So yeah, stay tuned, I guess, for that. My actual real life results. As of now, we've just been building portfolio, and once you have a good body of work to show, I feel like you can convey the value of it a little bit more. And then also, I'm going to make more packages than I normally would to hopefully get people to kind of tell me what they want. And then I'll make more packages based on that.
So have you noticed an uptick in people wanting film in their weddings?
Pretty much, I'm going to say pretty much all of my couples.
Wow.
Yeah.
So. Back when I got married, it wasn't a thing, and so I took a film camera to my own wedding. Because they were just intent on doing it digitally. But now I've noticed I get a lot of clients who say, "Hey, I'm looking for a second body. I use a main digital body, but I'm looking for a film body. Can you get me a Nikon F5? Can you get me a Nikon F3? Can you get me a Nikon F6?" It's usually Nikon that people want.
The autofocus, for a long time, so for my personal work, I shoot a lot of Leica. And then for weddings, I tried to bring, and just manual focusing when you have your digital camera in one hand, the workflow was just always off because you need kind of 2 hands to operate the camera. Wedding days, at least for me, are a lot faster. So then I went to an F6, and it's so much easier. It's just like I'm so happy with that decision, and I've never owned a I've never owned I think an autofocus DSLR ever. Or SLR ever. And I'm very happy that I made
the
that
F6
decision.
is pretty special. It's a pretty special
and
camera.
It was nice that we had, I shot Nikon for years and years, so I have
it's
a
just intuitive
too.
as well. They just seem to not understand that full day wedding coverage with film is like 13 plus rolls. It's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot of rolls of film. Give me best 35mm step down from Leica that you think is better from any camera but under Leica, in my opinion. I kind of understand what you mean. I'm going to say probably a Voigtlander Bessa. I have one here. One of these. You can get yourself a Voigtlander Bessa.
I haven't seen this. I had one that had like the tiny little...
So you had the Bessa T.
Yeah.
This is the Bessa R4M.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah, that's a lovely camera.
Yeah, the T I couldn't get behind.
I love these cameras. It's the same camera as the T, basically. Same internally, except I can select the viewfinder on there. So I can select for my lenses. So I've got 21, 35, 28, 25, and 50 frame lines, selectable.
That's cool.
2000 shutter speed, which is the same. Everything else apart from that is the same. This one has a meter. I can't see it 'cause I'm not going to do that. I'm going to scratch my glasses again. But yes, a Voigtlander. Get yourself one of those. You won't regret it. Let's see. Best places to buy film now online. Don't know. Not
Here.
Japan. Not Japan. Not Japan because it's too expensive here.
It's wild.
Yeah, the prices for film here are a complete piss take. I would say there's tons of online stores in Hong Kong, in the States. I mean, B&H, as much as I don't like B&H, they are cheap cheaper when it comes to film. So yeah, places like that. Back to Fuji. All right then. All right. Telling us what we do. Any thoughts on the gap between the new X100 and TX XT5? When you put them side to side, the only real separation seems to be in size, unless it's consumer versus semi-prosumer product. I don't even know what either of them look like.
These guys?
That's the X100. What's the XT?
The XT, so XT would be like an XT5, so they're like
That's
pro
got
line.
the interchangeable lenses?
So interchangeable lenses, 2 card slots if that matters to you.
Oh, yeah,
It's
yeah.
much more of a pro camera. I would
Michael
say.
had one, I
Yeah.
think, yeah. Oh, right, so it's more of a pro camera then.
Yeah.
Prosumer.
I would say, and yeah, like if you're a wedding photographer, like that would be probably the
Right.
go-to.
Otherwise, the price is pretty much the same minus the lens for the XT5. Okay. Yeah. Very specific question, but the diopter on my TX1 X-Pan has fallen off somewhere during one of my walks. So do you know where I can find one? Yes, actually I do. Amazingly, I do. Very specific question, but check out PPP camera in the UK, Piero, PPP cameras. He has actually started making replacement diopters for the X-Pan. So yeah, you can get one. Because it was an actual genuine issue, because I've got one there, I'm not going to get it out, it's too much, but they can fall out very easily. So yes, go to PPP, you can get one.
How do you know all these?
I just know stuff. Yeah, I've had 5 appear back in Australia recently. It's very sudden with how many. What film want film at weddings? Do you know where? Sorry. Yes, don't worry. Go to PPP. They'll help you. Love how film Nikons equals God's gift, but digital ones are hated like a war crime.
They're coming back a little bit.
Nikon dropped the ball transitioning to digital historically. Yeah, they were late
with mirrorless too.
They were late.
Transition.
They were late so many times. They've always sort of just been behind the curve. I mean, don't get me wrong. They make very good cameras, and I've used some of their digital SLRs, and they're cool. But nah, they weren't really up to par. I'm finally about to develop while it's a black and white shot at my wedding. It would be great to see them make prints. I couldn't handle there being no film at my wedding. No, I know. I took a Hasselblad to a friend's wedding once and like totally boned it. I ended up with no pictures at all. So make sure you know your camera if you're going to take it somewhere important. Bessa has a large viewfinder. It does. Can you collapse the 50 Elmar M on an M240? Don't know, actually. I wouldn't recommend it, just in case, in case you go crunch and then go, oh, my camera's not working anymore. So generally I say if you've got a collapsible lens on a camera, unless it's an older camera, just don't collapse it. Yeah, I mean, especially with something like the M5. Because you will break the sensor on that, the light meter on that, because it flips down. So, Voigtlander R4M, he knows all. Yes, I do. I know all. I know if you've been naughty as well. No gifts for you. Cheers. What do you think about the Fuji 645 Pro? Because I'm planning to get one. Yeah, 645 Pro. Yeah, it's a good camera. If you want to get one, go get one. I mean. I haven't got one, but yeah, not bad. Let's see. So, right, I think we're almost out of time because you've got stuff to do. I've got stuff to do. Anything you want to say? anything you want to say to the lovely people?
I don't think so. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, thank you, Taylor, for joining me. Please go and check out Taylor's YouTube channel. He's got a fantastic YouTube channel. Go and have a look at that. Check out his socials and all of that stuff. Make sure you come and check out my YouTube channel as well, because we're going to put this up on the tubes later on, if I remember to do it. So yes, we'll be doing that later on. And as always, please come and check out the site, buy some merch, buy a camera. Please buy a camera. Please buy a camera. I need you to buy cameras. And launch Fugu. I hate you. Shut up. I'm not allowed to mention that word anymore. Again, see you next time. Thanks for tuning in, and keep on shooting film and occasionally digital too.
There's film in it. Simulation.
Yeah. All right. Take care. Thanks, guys. See ya. Bye.